Why are you guys addicted to tier lists? I genuinely don't understand it. What's going on? Tier list, Bogur, Bogur. I need the tier list now, Bogur, Bogur, Bogur. I need tier list. I need tier list, Bogur. Yeah, oh, well, we'll make it very simple here. I will just go through the tiers one by one. We're gonna put characters in there. We just like keep it simple. I won't rename them. And I don't really care, guys, how much you disagree about my placements. I know you're gonna disagree, and I know that you think that Thor is S tier and Mr. Fanta is S tier and that I am stupid. And in my opinion, with 1,000 hours and one above all is stupid as well. Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl D tier. I think she's like, I never see her. I actually saw her yesterday in the game, and I remember that I forgot that she exists. When I saw her in game, I was like, oh yeah, Doreen, she is a thing. So I think that says a lot. No, she's just bad, guys. She does a lot of damage, I guess, and you can win games in no elo because nobody looks at you. But once you develop half a brain cell, you can just kill her across the map with Hawkeye because her hitbox is really big, or Hela, or dive her, or jump her on Venom, and it's just like, bah. I don't know. And her ult is still ass if you shoot it, so she's just a bad character. I disagree, Dav. Well, Dav, good for you that you disagree. Good for you. Keep playing Squirrel Girl. Have fun. Terrible character though. Yeah, maybe you can get some value against a Groot or something, but not really a character that I want in my games 24/7. Yeah, I think she just dies too easily. Her hitbox is too big. Yeah, okay, listen. I'm gonna put Cloak and Dagger D tier, and a lot of people are gonna disagree with me. I genuinely think this character is horrid. I think it's the worst support in the game right now. That is my thoughts, and I'll explain why. No, listen to me, guys. I just don't think that character is good. Like, if you look at all other supports right now, we just put them one after another. I'll explain my thought process here. Because, like, if you look at all the other supports that we have here lined up, she is way worse than Invis Woman. She's way worse than Luna. She's way worse than Adam, because Adam has like a good team up that can really change the game, and his Soul Link, even though the cooldowns are really long, it can still be really useful and has a lot of damage output. His ult can swing the fights. Loki is Loki, super strong. Jeff the Land Shark right now, honestly an elo terrorist. There's a lot of Jeff players in top 500. They just go around and kill the enemy backline, so I think he has way more use as solo carry potential. Definitely not in pro play, but just off rank stuff. I think I would say that Moon Knight is C tier right now. Moon Knight is definitely C tier, I think. I haven't seen much of him. I think the main issue with Moon Knight is too easily countered by like Hawkeye, even Widow, even like Star-Lord and stuff. Anything really. Like, what does he do against flyers? Really, not much. Not to mention that he's super weak to Venom or Captain America. He's just, his hitbox is so big. And his ult is still pretty avoidable, right? I haven't seen many people die to him. I think he's a lot better than last season. I think last season he was definitely horrible. I think right now it's either C or B tier. I haven't played the season enough to see, but I think he's a good combo with Groot ult. But I think I still don't find him like a big problem, especially in high elo. Especially if you destroy the Anks. I don't think he's that big of an issue. He's pretty easy to play, but definitely there's better options. And I think he's easily counterable. I don't see much value in him. It's like in lower ranks, you will see a lot of value because of how easy it is to get value on him, because people are bad at the game. But the higher you get, people are gonna start countering you and diving you. When people stop walking AFK and not destroying your Anks, you kind of become useless, and you kind of see it right now because I think the win rate is below 50%. Like, so thinking about how many characters counter Iron Man, I think I would definitely put him on C tier. I think he is okay sometimes, but it's not a character I want to be played unless you're a really good Iron Man. I'd rather have any other character really most of the time, especially considering that you can just easily counter him with so many characters, right? I think like I think it's super easy to actually go take a character like Psylocke or Star-Lord and just beam his ass and kill him, because the character is just so chunky. He did get buffed, which means he is better. And maybe my opinion will change later in the season. But I don't think he provides that much value, right? I don't think he provides that much value. His beam is nice, of course, I guess. And he has damage from afar, but so does Namor and Hela, right? So I think Namor and Hela have better ultimates than him. Like, his ultimate is nice, but it's actually kind of hard to get a lot of kills in higher elo, especially if the team is mindful of him. Again, you can just mag ult him It is a good counter to big support ults. So if you are thinking about it, you can counter Cloak and Dagger. I think I'll put Scarlett in C tier too, I'll be honest with you. Even with maybe with the team up, she's like B tier, but who the hell is gonna play Strange for her? Like compared to other tanks, I'm sorry, Girod Nation, I still don't see how even Girod, even with the team up, I just don't see this character like being that good. And you need to play Strange when Strange isn't that good this season. It's just like an ass, bro. It's just ass. It's just ass. Like even her hitting your ultimate is just so much effort when you can just play any other character that gets way more value instantly. I just don't find her scary to play against ever, right? So I never see her and go like, oh damn, that's scary, right? So I don't think she's that good. Even if you think about a team up, maybe she's B tier with a team up. In low elo, she's obviously a terrorist, but she's just like her ultimate can easily be countered, stunned, booped, done. Like you can do so much to her. You can just shield it. People can just run away. It's just her ult is so ass, right? Maybe Mantis is C tier, I'll be honest with you. Mantis is B tier with a team up, but I don't think she's like that good right now. I don't want a Mantis in my games. I only want a Mantis if I have a Widow 2 damage boost or an Adam team up. Because her buff was really good, but even though it's good, I haven't seen people pick Mantis just for the team up. If you put Mantis above Cloak any day of the week, are you guys crazy? Cloak is so bad right now. I think she's like high C tier. I think she's like B tier with a team up. With Adam team up, she just needs a specific comp, which is really hard to like execute in ranked, especially in lower elo. And I think the 25 HP nerf is really bad for her, right? The thing is, you want to play 2 supports right now. I don't think triple support is that good, and your 2 support slots are gonna be taken by Invisible Woman, Loki, Rocket, Luna. I don't think there's ever space for Mantis unless you run the Adam comp, right? Because then you have the damage, or you want to damage boost somebody. It's just that her ult is so easily counterable compared to everything else. Yeah, I think Magik is just too easily counterable right now. I'll just put her in C tier too. I don't think she's that good. I think she could be scary and she can have pop-off moments, but if you just go the thing, I think you just get countered, right? So I don't think like you really want to play her because you need to execute so many combos correctly to even get 1 kill. I might as well just not play her. And unless you're a hardcore one trick on Magik, you're just not gonna get much value on her. So I think the character's kind of ass. I think the character's kind of ass, right? For real, no cap. No cap for real. No for real, no cap, bro. No cap for real, no cap. No cap for real on a stack. Anyways, I'm brain rot and I think Magik is that good right now. I'm thinking, do I just put Widow in C tier? Maybe B tier. I don't know. I think I'll put Widow in C tier. I think there's like, I'll put Widow last, but it's like high C, low B, because like, I think she's like such a lobby admin if your guy is cheating. Like if you have a really good aim DPS player and they ban Venom and you play a Mantis, she's a menace, but those conditions aren't met too often. And even if they're met, it's usually not enough. They can just go triple tank. So I think I'll put her C tier. I think in very specific situations, she's like A tier. But if you're cheating, if you're using cheats, ask for a Mantis player and get damage boost and just kill people. Yeah. I think the reason why I do put her higher than Magik is purely because like Widow can do what Magik wants to do, but across the map without actually getting close and without the enemy team reacting. So, and her ultimate actually kills stuff now, especially if you have the Hawkeye team up, you can kill pretty easily. So I think she's quite good in some situations. I think over the course of the season, we will see her more often, but not very often. Okay, let's just move on to B tier. I'm just gonna put Punisher in there because I'm pretty confident that Punisher is B tier because the Rocket is really strong, and then you have the team up, which is really good with him, and he can burst down a lot of DPS characters, not DPS tank characters. He's really scary with his ult if the enemy team has no Magneto and you play it correctly and in lower ranks and whatever else, but he's really inconsistent. He's quite easily counterable, but he can be quite annoying, especially with the turret on long range maps because you can just sit there and spam down the choke. So it's not really a character I want in my team, but it's a character that can get a lot of value if they play Venom or the Thing. Yeah, especially because Rocket is always played, you might as well just play it if you don't know what to play. And the shotgun does a lot of damage. So if a Venom just jumps in, you put the character team up, you put the Rocket team up, and then you just shoot the Venom and you kill them. The Thing jumps in, you just kill him. So I think he's pretty straightforward character that gives a lot of value, but I don't think he's like that OP. I don't think he's that weak either. It's pretty consistent how much value you can get on him. So I think he's alright, right? And next up, I'll probably put BP in B tier. I don't think he is that much better than Magik, but I think I've seen a lot more BPs ruin the lobbies or just run around and insta-kill the backline. BP and B+, because with Magik, I think she feels a lot clunkier and BP is a lot faster, so you can whip out your combo way before Magik ever is capable of doing it, because Magik, again, is so much clunkier. I think BP can throw down the spears and then dash away and dash in. I don't think... Like, I've even seen Necros run down lobbies. If they don't have the thing, if they don't have, like, specific counters to you, I think it's way easier to get value than some other characters. And I've seen quite a few games where Kaiju just gets, like, steamrolled by a BP sitting there just destroying you. If it's a good BP with a good Venom or a Captain, I think it's quite the character. But if the enemy team swaps to the thing, you're quite useless, right? So you do want to swap back. But you could ban the thing and then run down on the Panther. Oh yeah, Strange is definitely B tier right now. I think he's like I don't think he's like horrible. He's horrible in the sense that you don't really get the same amount of kills or damage as before. But like, you're just like shield botting a lot and you're very tanky, so you don't die as much. But you can still get value on him. Like, you can get a TP. Your ultimate's still quite good if it doesn't get countered. I think it's easily counterable, but I think you can still get value on him. I think his shield is still quite good. It can block ammo, it can block quite a few things, so he's just a lot more of a tank bot, of a shield bot, just sitting on point, taking damage, feeding support ults, pocketing the back line. You can't really go around and kill stuff, feels a lot worse, but I think you can play him. I think you can play him. I think you can have a good time on him. I think, maybe not a good time. I think you can play him and not feed your brains out, but you're gonna have way less damage than before. It's just gonna feel way slower. So I think it's fun. Not fun at all. You also swap to TP, which means that there is some value to him, because you wouldn't even swap to Squirrel Girl for half a second. I'll put Jeff the Land Shark, Jeff the terrorist in here. I put Jeff higher than Mantis and Cloak because I think Jeff, I've seen way more Jeff players carry games and absolutely be annoying little guys in my lobbies, dominating depending on the map and getting a lot of kills with or without ult, just with the Luna Snow team up. And him and Psylocke are absolute fucking menaces. I can't even imagine how annoying it is in low elo, because it is super annoying in high elo. I think in pro play he's quite bad. I think in ranked solo queue he's quite good. I think he's like really terrifying to play against, especially on support. It's really hard to deal with him. So I think in organized play, again, I think he's quite bad, but in ranked he's so good. I much rather have a good Jeff OTP on my team with a Luna Snow team sitting there in the backline, or just play triple support with the Jeff. I much rather have that than any of the characters in C or D tier. And I think it's quite consistent as well. Some games, it just feels like you can't do anything against them because your team is just not playing together and your backline is dying every fight. So, you know what, guys? I'm gonna go back in time. I was just thinking about, I'm gonna put Peni in C tier because, you know what? Fuck Peni Parker. SKL character. Go fuck yourself. Fucking... I'm putting Peni in there, bro. I don't care about the healing, bro. Just get her out of here. I don't think she's B tier, bro. I've just been thinking about it. I'm like, I don't think this character is in B tier, right? I don't think this character is in B tier. I don't think this character is in B tier. This character is in C tier. Rixie, I got it. I got that she heals a lot. That's really cool. Yeah, I get it. I get it, guys. I get it. I got it. I understand. She heals a lot. That is really... That is insane. I agree. That is cool. Awesome. But we can just not shoot the Peni in that situation. I got it. Yeah, she is quite tanky, yeah. Yeah, I think her ultimate is just really bad. I think the moment Peni Parker gets a good ultimate, I think she will like shoot up in B or A tier. I'm gonna put Spider-Man in B tier. What do you think about this one? I'm gonna put Spider-Man in B tier because I think Spider-Man is really good with a Venom team up, and if you're a good Spider-Man player, but Spider-Man is just so difficult to play. I think it's quite difficult to like execute, but I've seen a lot of elo terrorism in my rank games. We have Razio running it down. We have there was another Spider-Man player. We have Necros. We have the NA Spider-Man players and the Venom thing, and it's just so annoying, and it's just holding my backline hostage, and nobody can do anything unless they swap, and even if they swap, they're useless. Yeah. Good Spider-Man is S tier. Yes. That is why Necros never swaps off Spider-Man, guys. Because good Spider-Man is S tier, guys. I get it. I understand. Nobody has ever swapped off Spider-Man, and everybody always plays Spider-Man in every single game because he's S tier. Yes, guys. Yes. Razio never swaps off Spider-Man because he's so broken, right? Yeah. And you don't need any team-ups. You don't need anything. You don't need any... There's no counters to him. There's no character that can be played to counter him. Yeah. No, he's B tier. Stop yapping in chat. I think Thor for sure. I think Thor is for sure B tier. I think all the tanks are pretty, like, consistent. I think Cap is definitely B tier here as well. I think Thor is B tier because, like, I've seen some good Thor play, especially with the Hela team-up that still exists. If you have a good Hela, she just kills you, and then the Thor reses with the Loki. I think that's quite broken. And I've seen, like, some interesting Thor gameplay. You can get value. I've seen Flats get value. I've seen some Thor players get value on Thor. So I definitely seen more Thor players get value on Thor than I've seen Iron Mans or Scarlett Witches. And yeah. So I think he's okay. Thor is S tier character. His ultimate is really bad though. I think his ult is really bad. He's not A tier, guys. Get out of my head. Maybe Cap is A tier, to be honest. I'll be honest. I think Cap is like a super sleeper pick, but Thor is not A tier. I think he is definitely on the same range as Doctor Strange. I think this guy is really bad ultimate wise, and I think this guy has a good ultimate but bad everything else wise except utility. This guy has a lot of damage. This guy is very tanky right now. I think Fanta is B tier. I think Fanta is definitely B tier. BP over Moon Knight. He is very tanky, very hard to kill. He can stoke card a bit. His ultimate actually does get kills now, so that is funny, especially because it gives him extra HP. And I think he does a lot of damage to the backline. But he's very tanky and very hard to kill. So if you want to stow the point or be really annoying, very possible. And I've seen quite a few Fanta players, and it's very annoying to deal with. To be fair though, Emma Frost does counter him quite a bit. So I think Emma is quite good counter to the Fanta, but I do think Fanta isn't that great. I don't think he's that bad either. I don't think he's that terrible right now. I'ma be real with you. I don't think he's that terrible. I might be stupid, but I am honest. I don't think he's that terrible. I don't look at a Phantom on my team and be like, yeah, that's a bad pick. I'm like, honestly, it could work. I think Wolverine is B tier right now. I'll be real with you. Like, for real, no cap. I don't think he's that busted right now. I think he's good, but he's rarely banned. And I think the Thing and Magneto and soul tanking, and there's a lot of things to do that makes him a lot less annoying. And then Invisible Woman can boop him around. So I don't think he's that OP. He is really good if you're a really good Wolverine player and if the enemy tanks don't swap. And even if they swap, if you're a really good Wolverine player, you can get a lot of value. But I think they did introduce enough counters to Wolverine to make him a lot less good. So I think in a way he's probably like, he doesn't feel as annoying. Some games you do lose to him because you didn't ban him against a Wolverine player, but then some games you play against the same Wolverine player and your team plays correctly and it's really hard for him to do anything. So I think he's quite consistent in what he does, but if you swap around correctly and you play the Thing and stuff, I don't think he's that big of a menace. And he still counters like Strange and Groot and stuff, and in that regard, it is a character that I have a feeling is really not that bad, right? I think he is quite decent. I'm gonna put Adam Warlock in B tier too. I think Adam got some pretty big nerfs, so he isn't as good. His res comp is really good still, but if you don't have all the puzzle pieces, it just doesn't click as much. But by himself, you don't really want to play him by himself. No, we're not doing A for Adam. We're doing B for Adam because I don't know the alphabet. So I think by himself, he's quite bad. You do want triple support. I don't want to play Adam and a Luna, Adam and a Loki. That's really bad. Adam and a Rocket is really bad. I do want an Adam, Mantis, and another support, which is really difficult to pull off in ranked unless you're more coordinated, and you probably want to play a Star-Lord and if you don't get the maximum amount of value, which also kind of sucks. So you don't really want to play Adam unless you have the necessary pieces, and most of the time you don't, or he gets banned. So I think he's definitely B tier. I think in pro play it's different because you always have the necessary pieces, but I'm not talking about the pro play. It's just my ranked experience right now. I also think he's quite more diveable now that they nerfed his lifelink, soul lifelink. Wow. So, well, I think A tier is a lot easier to like determine than the other tier. So I think A tier, we have Venom. I think Venom is really good right now. And if you're a good Venom player, I think he's the only tank that can dive. Maybe Captain America can dive right now as well. He is really annoying. He has a lot of carry potential. He has a really good team up with Spider-Man, which enables a good Spider-Man player to be way more annoying. You can combo his ult with Luna ult to insta-kill, with Rocket ult with damage boost from Mantis or whatever else. You can just watch Andrew, for example. He gets a lot of value. He's very unkillable. It's very hard to counter him. Emma does counter him a bit, and the thing counters him, but it's not enough. I think I've lost a lot of games to random Venom Spider-Man players just running it down on my backline. It's really hard to do anything about it. So if you have a good Spider-Man player, I think Venom Spider-Man is super annoying to deal with. Obviously not as good without Spider-Man player, but still pretty good. So I think he is definitely A tier. I think it's definitely a really strong character. It's probably the strongest diving character right now. I would put Hulk in A tier. I think Hulk team up with Namor is quite annoying right now. With triple tank, he's quite annoying. I think he's easily counterable. Don't get me wrong. You do need to ban the correct characters. I think Emma counters him super easily. And I think like Wolverine counters him super easily. But in higher elo games and even lower elo, if you're a really good Hulk player, I think you get a lot of value on him. I might be completely cooked in my head. And I think the Namor team up isn't that bad. So I've seen a lot of people ban him. I don't think he is a ban-worthy character, but I would trust the people's opinions around me. I might be frying the hand. It's hard to get value in him because there's so many counters to him. But I think if you have a good team and you do the good bans, especially if Emma is banned, I think it's good value character, especially if you have a Namor on your team. So I think Psylocke is A tier. I don't think she's S tier because her ultimate can be easily countered. But I think with the team up from Emma, she's really strong. But her ultimate can be easily countered even without a support ult. So I don't think she's quite S tier. But I think a good Psylocke player will destroy everybody, especially if there's the Emma team up. I think she is it's very easy to kill everyone. But again, she's really hard to play. If you can play her, you probably want the Emma team up to get that bonus damage, to get that clone, and you will maybe get an Emma, but if they ban Emma, it's gonna be quite difficult to get that. And I do think that her ultimate is quite more counterable than other characters. So I don't think she's like super broken, insta ban, perma ban every game, but I do think she is definitely a really good character you want to play right now. If you have an Emma player on your team, or even without an Emma player, I think she is quite good. I think what's holding her back is quite literally her ultimate being easily counterable, right? I think Bucky right now is A tier. Unless I'm cooked in the head. I think he's still quite decent. He's just not a hook bot. I think he's S tier. I think he's okay. I've seen like a lot of Bucky ultimates killing everything. You just don't hook stuff. I think he's giga broken. You still do a lot of damage. Also, when you do the team up with Captain, you actually reload your gun because it's an ability. So you can shoot and then use the team up and then shoot and then do the chungus and then the bungus and then the shmungus. And I think his ultimate still kills stuff. So, and combos. So I think that's quite good. Yeah, I think Bucky's A tier. I don't know what else to add to him. He's just the same old Bucky, but like maybe one arm less. Maybe one less arm. I think Storm is really good, especially with the human vape. I think her ultimate's still really good. I think damage boost is really good. I don't see her as much. Maybe she's B tier, but I don't think she's B tier. I don't know why I don't see her that often. I think she is quite good. I think people just don't want to play Storm because I feel like with the damage amp, it's quite good. I think her ultimate is quite good because you will bait a support ult for sure. You will always have value with Storm mode, and if they don't have a support ult, you will kill them. And I feel like with the human vape, who's really good right now, I think she is quite a bit stronger because that is a team wipe every fight. So nobody cared about the Thor team up on Storm. I'm be real with you. She has quite a bit of damage. I think the damage amp is quite strong. I'll be honest with you. I think a lot more people should abuse Storm. Like if you have a high damage team, like even with res comp, imagine the res comp with a Storm. Is that a bad idea? Because everybody does so much damage, and then you play a Storm as well. And then you amp everybody's damage, and you all stick together, and you do so much damage. Okay, I'll put the safe option. I think the thing is A tier. Here's the thing. That is the 100% truth. Gamma squids are no longer bugged. I think this guy is for sure like the thing is pretty solid, right? He didn't really get big nerfs. He got one small nerf. He's pretty consistent. Pretty hard to deal with. Quite fantastic in the right hands. You know, all the funny jokes. A rock solid character. Very, very solid pick indeed. I think he's quite good with Magneto. Yeah, I think so. I'll put Hawkeye in A tier because I think it's really difficult to hit shots, but if you can hit your shots, he's like S tier. Because I think this character is like on paper absolutely busted. You can one shot across the map, you can one shot with your ult. Your ult is a Gatling gun. You have a mechanic that parries projectiles that barely anyone uses, but I think is kind of broken, and you can pierce through shields, and you have a movement ability. I think he's very diveable. Think he's quite hard to play, but if you are good Hawkeye, I think he's like S plus S tier. But I'll put him in A tier right now. I think he should be really, really broken, right? On paper. I mean, the bomb arrows actually killed with your ultimate. I'll put Iron Fist. Bro, I have a feeling Iron Fist is S tier, but I feel like me putting Iron Fist S tier is like actually just crazy work. I genuinely think he's like S tier. If you have to, my honest to God opinion, I think he's S tier. But I don't want to put him S tier. I don't want to put him S tier, bro. I do not want to put him S tier. He is so annoying to deal with. No, but like you genuinely can't counter him. There's no counters to this guy right now. I feel like a bronze player right now. There is nothing you can do to counter him. There is legitimately nothing you can do to counter him. Like there's no pick. Even the thing doesn't do anything against him. Emma, you don't do enough damage to kill him. And a good Iron Fist can just parry your choke. Emma can't counter him, bro. Guys, have you played against a good Iron Fist player, or are you actually playing against like real life Lee Sin blindfolded bronze players? He can just parry your fucking grab and then run away. I'll put him A tier because I think I'm getting rage baited by the Marvel Rivals dev team into believing he's S tier, and I refuse to put him S tier. I'm gonna put Captain America in A tier. I think I am fried beyond belief. I think this character is giga strong right now. I'm not undercooking. The amount of games I've lost to a 30-0 Captain America on the enemy team is ridiculous. I have lost so many games to this character, bro. I don't fucking know what to do. He just never dies. He just never dies, bro. You play Iron Fist Captain America in the enemy backline, what are they gonna do? Even Rigsage said he lost like 3 games in a row against the Captain America. And it's really annoying because they Rocket ult, and then they Luna ult, and then they Captain America ult, and you're like, oh my fucking God, are they gonna die? I'll put Star-Lord in A tier. I think he's S tier if you have the team up with Adam, but I think he's really good, and his ultimate is really broken, but I don't think he provides the same value as a good Hela, good Namor, Groot, a Human Torch, Ultron. I also think he can be countered by Magneto quite easily, and Loki lamps are really good against him. Yeah, I think Star-Lord is S tier with the team up, but I don't think he's S tier without the team up. I think his ultimate is S tier though. I think his ultimate is really, really strong. Also, like the nerf on his like little spin attack is definitely quite fascinating. It means that it's not as broken as before, so it is quite the big nerf, I feel like. Yeah. Anyways, S tier, Emma Frost. I think she's giga strong right now. I think she's the strongest tank right now, probably next to Groot. I think her and Groot are the strongest tanks. I have like 64% win rate. I see everybody else having 60 million win rate. Every game you get 30k damage on her. I think people are gonna get more used to her. And once people get even more used to her, I think she's gonna get even more broken. I think she's really versatile. I think she's really good. I think her ability to kill squishies next to her is very like crazy. I think her pressure damage with her beam is crazy. I think her tankiness is crazy. Her ult isn't that insane, but it's very, very good if you combo or hit it. And I think she's also really fun, and she's really hot, and I think she's S tier for sure. And next S tier character, I think for sure we're gonna probably put Groot in here. I think Groot is really broken. I told my coachee, my bronze VTuber, to start playing Groot. I think she instantly, within the next 2 hours, got to silver from bronze, and she's been hard stuck in bronze for a week. So I think that says a lot. I think also Groot is permabanned every game because he's so annoying to play against. You can counter him with Wolverine, but if you just ban Wolverine, this character is just sitting there doing whatever. I hate Groot. I really hate playing against Groot. I don't like playing him. I don't like how the game looks like when Groot is on the map unbanned. I support deforestation. So yeah, if my entire forest was made out of Groot, I would support deforestation today, and I would pay millions. The human vape is really strong right now. He is unkillable. He's a twink. He's a flying twink that is super hard to kill. It is impossible to shoot this guy. He has the Invisible Woman team up 99% of the time, which makes him even 10 times more unkillable. And then he has a Snowflake from Luna, which makes him 10 million more times more unkillable. And he just does so much fucking damage. He just kills everything instantly. And then his ultimate lasts 10 decades. And if you combo it with Storm, she just kills everything on the map. And then he's super mobile. He's like so fast for a flyer. And he sits in the air permanently. It's impossible to do anything against him. He is a permaban in my games. Everybody bans him. Nobody likes playing against him. He's so strong right now. Like, as I said, Invisible Woman gives him the team up, and he gets a shield from Invisible Woman, and Luna can give him a Snowflake, and he's so fast, and he has crazy movement, and he does so much damage. He's insane, right? So S tier, easily S tier. I think he's like the strongest character right now in the season. Loki. What else am I supposed to say about Loki? His lamp got nerfed by 5 seconds, which doesn't matter at all. He's still really strong. He's really good against dive. He does a lot of damage. He copies. It's still the same things as before. It didn't really get touched. You go Rocket Racoon, Rocket ults, then you copy Rocket, then you ult, then the enemy team rockets, and then they copy Rocket, and then they ult, and then you enjoy the amplifier 4x times. And he's always good unless you have a bad second support, which isn't really the case right now. So I think he's also really funny if you copy Rocket, because you can get 2 reses off, because you can copy Rocket and then throw the res beacon and then enjoy the amplifier. So it's actually really annoying if you play Rocket Loki. Yes, Rocket copy ult does stack shields. We actually found that out 2 days ago. So I think he's definitely a character. Invisible Woman, really good combo with Human Vape, really good with the Think, really good with Fanta. I don't know, she's like Brigitte of this game. I don't see why you don't play her. I think she's good. She has a good boop. She has a good ultimate. She has good shield. She has good value. She can boot people off the map. I think she's one of the more fun support characters in this game. I think most support characters are like absolute heal bots. I think she has quite a little bit of versatility, because you can boop and pull people and you can put shields. So I think she's, in terms of supports, I think she's really good design wise. And then we have Luna, which is untouched since the beta. I know that it's Marvel Rivals love child, but like, can we nerf her ultimate a little bit? Can we like reduce her ultimate duration by 2 seconds? She's an industry plant for sure. The thing is, Iron Fist is really good, and Iron Fist plus Luna actually gives her a team up that used to be pretty mid because Iron Fist was bad, but now is actually really good against dive. I think people never use that team up, but Kaiji and Necros figured out that it's actually pretty good against dive. And Iron Fist is really good right now, so I don't even know what to say about Luna. She's just the exact same character as before, and she's really strong. Rocket, which is S tier, Giga buffed, Giga broken. I think he's also bugged, so he heals twice as much. I think his little projectiles do the burst healing twice, so he's really broken. His res beacon is really strong because you get a kill and then it just gets rest, and you can't always deal with it because the range is so big, so it's really hard to do anything. And then you enjoy the amplifier that you get in 0.1 seconds, and then you need to shoot it, but if you actually position it well, it's really hard to shoot and gives you damage boost, and it gives you over health, which means it's another support ult, and he's a heal bot, and he's really strong, and I think he's an S tier character and Giga broken right now. And it's all the bad things about Rocket, 10x, 10 times more strong, 10 times more annoying. And then we have Magneto, which to be fair, I kind of debated on whether or not to put him in A tier, but I think because he's really good with Emma Frost, I think he is still really good. I think why he's S tier is not because he has great solo carry potential, it's because he's just really consistent in just sitting on point and doing the bare minimum and peeling his team, and his ultimate is like another support ult. It's hard to hit it, but if you do hit it, it does provide quite a bit of value. Plus the team up on Emma. I think it's the de facto character you want to play with Emma, and Emma is really good. And he's always good. You always want to play him, and nobody's gonna ban him, so I think he's a really good character to play. He soaks a lot of damage, he farms a lot of ults, and if you're good on Magneto and smart, it's just, yeah. They did nerf his ult charge. It's still a really good character. Namor. I was debating if he's A or S tier, but I think Namor is virtually unchanged, and the Gamma Squid is actually quite strong against tanks because it does more damage the more it charges up, and it's actually really hard to kill it. because you can put it so far away and you can just keep beaming your tanks. So I think overall it's really good. And it's still really OP to combo him with Luna ult. I don't know if you one-shot with Rocket ult. I know if that is enough, I'll be honest with you. But with Luna ult, it is enough. So he is still basically the same character. Hela, I think she got buffed. She's been S tier every season, bro. I think 1,000 more nerfs to Strange, 1,000 more buffs to Hela. She's always been S tier, she's always been meta in the beta, in the alpha, in season 0, in season 1, in season 1.5, and now in season 2, she's still OP. I don't know what to say about her. It's like it's our Widowmaker. It's the Widowmaker of Overwatch, of Marvel Rivals. There's nothing to say. Yeah, but that's my tier list. Type 1 if you disagree and you think I'm stupid, and then that Cloak and Dagger deserves to be S tier, and then I'm the most stupid player ever and I don't have enough game time and I'm really bad at the game, and all of the other things. I hope you guys get rage baited and enjoy your time typing really angry comments and how stupid I am, because I know you all think I'm really stupid and you all are really smart, guys. Anyways, I'm done. I'm so tired from fucking Chunga sing this.